And I am back with more My Little Investigations after so damn long. And I actually have a legitimate reason why I haven't made another part of this for a long time. The reason is that after I upgraded my computer to Windows 8.1, the game for some reason started using over a gigabyte of memory, and I only have 2 gigabytes of memory to spare. So this mixed with the recorder made it literally impossible to play, since there was input lag and the everything was all laggy and everything. So I just couldn't record it. But only just now I've been able to get everything to at least playable, as you can see here. So then let's just act like that big wait hasn't happened, and let's just continue. So where we left off, we were about to interrogate Apple Bloom.
Okay, Apple Bloom. Time to find out what you're hiding. Hold it!
Gotta love those Phoenix Wright references.
What in the world are you doing?
I'm pressing you for information, Buster! Or, at least that's what the walkthrough says. I'm not really quite sure how this is supposed to work here.
Another lesson from Professor Pinkie Pie?
Yupperoonie! This time we're talking about interrogations! Are you excited? I'm super duper excited with a strawberry on top!
Don't you mean cherry?
No, I don't really like cherries.
But I mean the whole ride home with Rarity. Never mind. Let's just get this over with.
Okie dokie dokie! Now, the walkthrough says that interrogations are a super special thing where you've got to try to wring the truth out of your opponent. And you do this with your mind, Twilight! Your mind! I guess you should have no problem with all that mind you got, huh?
Also, I had to start from the beginning of the game again because there was an update tonight that it upgraded to version 1.0.10. So then I had to start the entire game all over again because the save file doesn't work with it for some reason. Luckily I wasn't that far into the game yet.
Sure. So, what do I do?
Also, this will probably be replacing My Little Karaoke on Sundays, because, well, if this works, this should. My Little...
She's about to tell you something that totally isn't true! Well, part of it at least. And it's your job to figure out what that part is!
Thanks for interrupting me, Pinkie. Anyway, My Little Karaoke was only there to just as a replacement for a little while until I could get this working, and luckily it's working. Or else I would have to do another video of My Little Karaoke, which I really did not want to do considering how bad I sound when trying to sing.
Once you find a statement that doesn't fit with the evidence you have available, you'll want to present that evidence against that statement. Like
Oh
so.
no.
Zam! Powie! Pizzazz!
Looks like my CPU is starting to get up a bit.
Can I do it without that last part?
Well, if you want to be boring, sure.
Boring is fine. Boring is great.
Oh, and if you think you need your opponent to talk more about something they said, you can always select press for info, and you'll get them to talk, like me. I love talking.
And that's exactly why I don't like you, Pinkie.
I've noticed.
Cause you never shut the hell up.
And that's all for now. But remember, you gotta use pizzazz. Otherwise, you're not a real investigator. The walkthrough says so.
So yeah, spoilers. Pinkie is my least favorite character out of the main 6.
Duly noted.
Jeez.
I'm probably going to get a lot of hate mail for that.
She's a terrible audience. Anyway, until next time, bye.
I thought...
Oops.
Apple Bloom, I need to ask you about where you were around the time of the crime.
Huh? How come? I'm not a suspect, am I?
No, I just need to know. Procedure and all. That makes sense, right?
Sure, I guess. I wasn't really doing a whole lot yesterday, to be perfectly honest. Most of my day was spent with Applejack helping her on the farm.
doing on the farm? If you
Oh god damn it, I did it again.
The usual. Applejack and Big Macintosh were bucking the apple trees, and I was helping out with the bucket. I'm a big pony and all, but my bucking legs can't get the job done yet. So I'm still just helping move around the apples they shake loose.
And that's all you were doing?
That's about it.
Alright. How long?
We finished everything up at around 6:30 or 7. I don't remember exactly when it was.
Hold it!
Why can't you remember?
I'm sorry, sometimes I
exactly
can't
when it was?
resist.
'Cause I was outside. Duh! We ain't no fancy pants ponies with the watches and stuff. That's for Camelot ponies.
We've never seen a real watch in the show. Just one that Rainbow Dash drew on her arm.
That doesn't account for your whole day, though. What about the rest of it?
I had homework to complete for school after that, so I was pretty much just doing that for the rest of the day.
Just a minute. That took up the whole day?
Yeah, that really shouldn't.
Twa, you have no idea how scary Miss Cheerilee can be in the classroom.
Do tell.
Yes, please, do tell.
After Family Appreciation Day, every pony in the whole class had to write an essay on how it's bad to sleep in class when some pony else is talking.
That doesn't seem so bad.
Yeah, especially since I did that all the time. And the teachers just let me get away with it.
Oh, we didn't, except for the fact that she wanted us to explain our position on why it's bad and what bad it is using classical philosophers' argument as a basis.
I don't even know what that is.
Jeremy Van Hoof will haul me to the grave, Twa. To the grave.
This is an elementary school?
I certainly never went anywhere near the Carousel Boutique. No, sorry.
That's a lie! Big fat lie!
Objection!
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just can't stop myself from smiling here. By the way, her little jaw bit is going right through her hair here. Yep. Just to let you know.
Twilight, what in the hell are you doing?
Well, I wanted to give it, you know, pizzazz. Just like the real thing. Did it sound official?
Why, you feeling alright? Hey, I bet Sakura can help with that.
Okay, I get it. I'm not a lawyer. Anyways, Apple Bloom, I'm afraid to say that I don't think you're being honest with me here.
Huh? Of course I am, Twa. How could you say something like that?
Oh no, I'm not being guilt-tripped this time. I found a scrap of your cape near the bridge to the Carousel Boutique. I know you were there, Apple Bloom.
Oh, well, that doesn't mean that was left there last night, does it? Why, that was left there a long time ago, Twa.
No, Apple Bloom. I'm afraid that one's not going to fly. I talked to Rarity earlier, and she told me that you had this fixed this morning.
Yeah, but...
Your prized Cutie Mark Crusaders cape. Apple Bloom, come on. You can't tell me that you wouldn't get that fixed as soon as possible.
but it... I mean... Alright, you win, Twa. I'm sorry.
It's okay, but please, I need you to tell me what you know. I can't help if I don't know as much as possible.
I'm sorry if I'm being really silent, but this is like the 4th time I'm having to replay this game just for this playthrough. I really have nothing that I really want to say.
Alright, Apple Bloom. Please tell me everything you know about what happened last night.
I can't.
And why not?
'Cause I can't.
Apple Bloom, I think I know why you're not talking.
How's this?
You're trying to protect Scootaloo, aren't you? I haven't heard from her all day, and Rarity said some things about you three that seemed awfully suspicious.
Yeah, you got it, Twa.
Apple Bloom, listen to me. I know your heart is in the right place, but this isn't the right way to protect Scootaloo. There's an investigative team coming in from Canterlot to
And
handle
using this
case.
excuse again.
It's very, very important that I have this case closed before they get here.
You don't mean that investigation team, do ya?
Yes, that investigative team.
I'm afraid I do.
Okay, I get it, Twi. No more hiding, promise. I wasn't being truthful because, well, I was awful worried about Scootaloo. See, last night, we were rehearsing a comedy routine that we had planned to put on for Rarity's birthday, which is coming up pretty soon. We've been doing...
Damn it!
Oh, right. Comedy, of course. Great.
Well, yeah, this'll learn all cutie marks for sure. But you can't tell any pony about this, Twi. This is super duper top secret. It won't work if it's not a surprise.
Sure. You can trust me. Cross my heart and hope to fly. Stick a cupcake in my eye.
Daddy ass?
I'm surprised Apple Bloom doesn't know what that means.
Yes.
Well, alright then. Anyway, we were practicing in the town square last night like always, and things are going pretty well. We took a break during which time me and Sweetie...
Damn it!
But I don't know where Scootaloo was at that time, or what she was up to.
I'm sorry, but sometimes my fingers for some reason decide to click the mouse whenever I don't want them to. I can't count how many times I've accidentally right-clicked on the desktop without me even wanting to do that.
A short while after that, we heard a sudden loud crash come from Carousel Boutique. We didn't know what in tarnation was happening now, so we just watched for a bit to see what was going on. And then a little while after that, some pony ran across the bridge real fast. We didn't get a good look at it, but I'm pretty sure it was Scootaloo, Twi.
And I just noticed that Apple Bloom and Sweetie Belle over there. I played it so many times and I never noticed that the two of them were in the background here.
What? Oh, no. That can't be right.
Afraid it is, Twi. I didn't know what was going on, but since it seemed like Scootaloo was in trouble, we all figured, well, better not say anything about it. I'm awful sorry I lied to you, Twi.
It's fine. Really. You did the right thing in telling me all this. This has been a big help.
Scootaloo's not a thief, Twi. You gotta believe me. You gotta help her. Promise.
I promise on my honor as an investigator that I will clear Scootaloo's name and get to the bottom of this.
Is that something that's valuable?
Let's just say that, yes, I promise.
Apple Bloom testimony. Anyway, we were practicing in the town square last night, like always, and things were going pretty well. We took a break, during which time me and Sweetie Belle hung out by the bridge. But I don't know where Scootaloo was at that time or what she was up to. Scootaloo. Updated. Scootaloo, one of the Cutie Mark Crusaders, was at the scene of the crime at the time it was carried out yesterday. Seems as though she stayed on the scene for a little while before leaving.
Now I know that Verity's hiding something from me. I'd better pay her another visit.
To the Carousel Boutique. Away! Verity, to jig it up.
Why, thank you, darling.
Damn it! I forgot what I was supposed to do here. What was I supposed to do? Scootaloo, I think.
Rarity.
Yes.
I hate to say it.
Damn it! I did it again.
Why, darling, whatever do you mean? I dare say I resent your accusation, my dear.
All right then. Let's look at this a different way. How quickly did you come downstairs after you thought something was wrong?
Immediately, of course, but I don't see what relevance that has to anything.
I don't have all the answers here, but neither does Rarity. Maybe I can get her to talk, if I make it seem like I know more than I really do. Rarity, I spoke to Apple Bloom earlier and learned that she witnessed Scootaloo crashing through your window last night. I also learned that roughly a minute before leaving the boutique. Now, if you came downstairs immediately after hearing the crash, don't you think you might have seen something?
I mean, that is... I suppose you do have a point.
Thanks, Celestia. It worked.
You are correct, Twilight. I did see Scootaloo last night. I did not know what to make of it, and meant to protect her. I do apologize for not being forthright about it.
I understand, Rarity, but if that investigation team from Canterlot comes here and finds any of that out, what do you think their conclusion is going to be?
You do have a point, I must say.
All right, time to get to the bottom of this.
Yet another
All right,
interrogation.
Rarity. Please tell me everything you know about what you saw last night.
Damn it!
Of course, Twilight. I shall do my best. I finished my work for
Well, at least you guys can read that one. I finished up my work for yesterday earlier than expected, so I wanted to get my beauty sleep. I had been somewhat deprived, given that certain clients had made several last-minute orders. I was supposed to press for info button. Back up.
Just a minute. Which certain client was this, out of curiosity?
Who else but Sapphire Shores? She gives me such good business. But I don't want to gossip, of course, but my goodness, does that man love jewels, Twilight? Although, I suppose her request was what got me searching for gems, which was what caused me to find True Blue in the first place. It wasn't so bad, all things told. Well, as soon as I get True Blue back, that is. Hint, hint.
Right, so anyway, you had just gone to sleep?
I had finally fallen into a blissful, restful sleep when, all of a sudden, I awoke to the sound of a loud crash coming from the first floor.
Just a minute. What kind of crash are we talking about, exactly?
The kind of crash that a window makes when it gets broken. Honestly, Twilight, I dare say I needn't spell this one out for you.
Duh.
Right. So, what did you do when you heard this crash?
Well, I was just scared out of my wits at that moment, so I made great haste downstairs to see what in Celestia's name was going on.
Just a minute. If there were potentially dangerous thieves in your home, why would you have gone downstairs so quickly? Weren't you?
I did it again!
I suppose that I did not even consider the possibility that I might have been in danger, now that you mention it. But really, Twilight, that's rather beside the point, is it not? What I found there was awful, terrible, horrible! The first floor of my boutique, ransacked, ruined, torn apart! Oh, what is a man to do?
Gotta love how dramatic Rarity is in this game.
Just a minute. Wow, you seem pretty upset. I'm sorry.
Of course I'm upset! All that time put into organization and sorting and everything like that. Ruined! Just ruined! Now I'm going to have to put all that work into sorting the first floor all over again.
That's what has her upset? I know I can be a bit obsessive about organization, but sheesh.
Worse still, True Blue, my prized jewel, was gone! Snatched from my very home! And worst of all, the very first thing I saw when I arrived was an orange and purple pony darting out my door.
Just a minute. Rarity, this is incredibly important. Please tell me exactly what it was you saw here. Was there any chance, any at all, that what you saw wasn't Scootaloo?
Well, I'm afraid that it all went by so fast that I didn't get a very good look. I had to turn on the lights before I could see anything at all. And by that time, it had very nearly left. All I can say is that it was definitely something moving. And that I clearly saw the colors orange and purple.
But what about her cape? You didn't see that at all?
All I saw was her backside. cotton wrapped around her front when she crashed through the window. I don't know, Twilight. If that does not describe Scootaloo, then who would it describe?
Well, her hair isn't exactly purple. It's a different shade of purple.
Is she really the only pony who fits that description? Think, Twilight, think.
You would think that this has some significance, but
And
no.
if that was Scootaloo that I saw, then, well, I cannot explain what I saw any other way than to say that a Scootaloo purposely broke into my boutique to steal True Blue. What other explanation could there be?
Now right here is where you need to present some evidence. I just need to figure out which one. I just can't remember because it's been so long!
Just a minute. Is that really the only interpretation there is for what happened?
I'm afraid I can't think of any other, Twilight. I do truly apologize. Surely you can see why I kept this from you, Twilight. This isn't Scootaloo at all. Yet, there she was.
I know this can't be right. It just can't. But is there anything wrong with what she's saying?
I finished my... Well, I would...
Wait, what?
But I found... First...
Okay. Which one do I present? Do I present Opal? No.
Oh.
Maybe the hair.
Wait.
Yes.
Rarity. I know that this is going to sound entirely irrelevant, but I think I have a lead on what might have happened to Opalescence. At least, if not True Blue.
Oh, do tell, darling! Although I do admit that I must agree, in that I can't see how this is relevant to what we're discussing here.
I found some white hair right near the tracks outside the window. And judging...
Nah. Sorry, that time I was yawning and I wasn't paying attention to what my hands were doing. I accidentally clicked that time. That was my fault.
I don't think there's anyone else they could have come from other than Opalescence. As a result, I think we can reasonably conclude that if those tire marks are from Scootaloo, then it's entirely likely that she crashed through your window completely by accident, not purposefully. She was probably trying to avoid crashing into Opal, which may well have spooked Opal into running away.
Really? But then, that makes things all the more peculiar. Because it is still the fact that she must have stolen True Blue, no?
Let me ask a very important question before answering that.
Okay, I of course know which one's the correct one, but I'm just gonna show off what each one of them does, since you don't actually lose if you say the wrong one.
Is there by any chance another way in or out of the boutique?
Damn it, I skipped it again. Any way that the thief might have left other than the front door?
No, I'm afraid not. The front door is the only way Samponi could leave. And since I already saw Scootaloo using the front door, I'm not sure where you're going with this.
I think I'm on the wrong track here. Think, Twilight, think! Alright, but let me ask another very important question. Do you, by any
Oh god damn it, I chose the right one!
when you
Damn
go
it!
to night?
I wanted to show what the other one did.
Why, yes, of course I do. But I don't see what that has to do with anything.
One follow-up question then. Do you also bring an opal from outside when you go to bed?
Of course! The poor dear, I couldn't leave her to fend for herself at night.
Then I think we've established something even more important than the accidental break-in.
Twilight, I must ask that you be more direct, as I am not following one word you're saying.
Alright, let's think about the facts of the case thus far. We know that you heard a crash and came downstairs to see Scootaloo quickly leaving your boutique. We can reasonably conclude that she probably was responsible for the broken window. However, we also know that the broken window was likely an accident, and that she had veered off course with her scooter because she was avoiding Opal.
Actually, I just thought of something. We never saw Scootaloo had a helmet on during that cutscene at the beginning. So, how did she get out of that without any scratches? Or anything? Jeez.
was immediately in front of her path. You just told me, though, that you bring in Opal and lock your door at night. So that raises perhaps the most interesting question of all here. Namely, what was Opal doing outside in the first place?
But she would have gotten out when Scootaloo opened the door, would she not?
That's not possible. Think about it. When was it that she veered to avoid Opal?
Right before she crashed through the window.
I trust you're beginning to see my point. If indeed your door had been locked and had remained that way until Scootaloo left, there would have been no way Opal would have been outside in the first place.
But that would mean that some pony else was in my boutique as well?
Exactly.
Well, no, not exactly, because it wasn't a pony.
I think we can reasonably conclude at this point that there at least is the possibility that someone else had entered your boutique before Scootaloo, and that they're the ones who opened the door so that Opal could get out. The question now, though, is who that would be, and that...
Nah. Scootaloo, one of the Cutie Mark Crusaders, was at the scene of the crime at the time it was carried out yesterday. However, could not have been the culprit. Someone else had entered before her.
Well, good luck with that.
Well, okay.
Are you still doubting me after all this, Rarity?
Well, it's just hard to see you as a detective.
Tell me, who was right about Nightmare Moon?
You, darling, but...
And who solved the mystery of the
That was a really bad episode, by the way.
You again, but I really...
And who recognized that Princess Cadance had been replaced by a fake?
Once again, you, but you see...
So, why does no pony ever listen to me?
Well, I suppose it's that eventually you must be due for getting something wrong. Wouldn't you agree?
I could explain the many reasons that argument doesn't hold any water, but by the time I even got to Bray's theorem,
Is that even a real thing?
the Canterlot investigative team would have gotten here and convicted Fluttershy of something like running an illegal bear fighting club.
You know, if this was like back in July last year, I probably would have cared about that.
Probably best to drop the subject now, while I have the chance. Sure. That, makes sense, I guess.
Well, I don't want to sound insensitive or anything, but she's not my favorite anymore. Well, she hasn't been for a long time. Not since I made that top 10 video. I mean, almost immediately after I released it, my favorites changed.
Anyways, I'd best be off. More investigating and such like.
Yeah, such like. Yeah.
Thanks for the help, Rarity.
Anytime, my dear.
Where do I go from here, though? It feels like I've talked to just about every pony.
Damn it.
Wait, Scootaloo. Scootaloo, that's it! I haven't talked to all the Cutie Mark Crusaders yet. And if Applebloom is involved, then the others probably are as well. Now, if I recall correctly, I can get to their clubhouse via the western exit of the town square. It's worth a shot, at any rate.
But we're gonna save that till next time, because it's been going for 30 minutes, and I think that's all we should do for now. I'll see you all in the next video.